Namaste. In life, whatever you try to hide, that creates more curiosity. People want to know what is there. Something is hidden. What is there? What is there? Yes. And if it is something which is pleasurable, then if it is hidden, if it is not spoken, not discussed properly, that creates a lot of myths. A kind of when you try to get that, you feel you have committed some sin, psychological problems. This is the case with human sexuality. Sex is the natural urge, just like hunger. When you feel hungry, what will you do? You go and have some food, you satisfy. Similarly, sex is very natural. And such natural thing, you say, you cover it, you try to hide, you don't speak, you don't get proper knowledge. Then people try to, oh, this is something bad, we should not discuss in public. They try to find somebody. It's possible that they may get a right teacher, right group. Even for this, we need a group who is experienced person. Many times it so happens they are also having limited knowledge. They cannot share properly. If you look back into our Sanatan dharma, जो भी आप कहते हैं. So dharma, do not mistake. It's simple, very simple. You don't do to others what you don't want others to do to you. Simple. If you want people to love you, you love them. And no living creature wants somebody to hurt, somebody to cause pain. So you also be mindful that you don't cause any pain or hurt anyone. So that's simple. So now in Sanatan Dharma, never this was so covered or not, it was not considered so secretive. People were discussing. That's why if you go to the temples, certain temples, there's a depiction of sexual activity, intimacy. Why it is so? Even the sex power, the act of sex is what you say, very significant. It is with high energy. Sexual energy is very potential energy because it has the power to create a new life. See the beauty. Do you want to hide it? You don't want to discuss it properly? You don't want the younger generation to get the proper knowledge? Then obviously they get into all kinds of wrong information, and that will definitely destroy the society. Open means what has to be said, what has to be discussed, has to be discussed. Even today, if you ask the people, matured individuals, couples, how much they know about this. Why are they hiding? It's not that hiding means you come in a public and expose yourself. That is not the point. Should give proper education. It's a very important part of life. Sexual act, marriage. If you don't discuss, don't give the right knowledge, people get into wrong knowledge. And that will harm the society. That's what is happening. As I said, earlier days, it was there in the temples. Means you need to recognize the divine power hidden in the sexual act, human sexuality. Then, once it is divine, one should discuss what is the right way, how to approach, what mindset. If you look at various things, if it is through a proper consent, without hurting anybody, it was accepted in previous times. Before you find polygamous relationship, polyandry, it's not that we promote such things, but basic idea is to recognize it as a natural human urge. Once you recognize the divinity, you explore it more deeply. Then this intimacy, touch, union between male and female is a divine act. You recognize, see, you forget all the medical sciences, medical terms for a while. When male and female come together, get attracted, there are various changes in the body. Pleasurable changes, pleasurable hormones, feeling of happiness, joy. They touch each other. There is a transmission of sensations, touch sensations, probably the eye, visual things, color, then the smell, right? The voice you hear. These sensations are tremendous. They bring about changes in the human body that leads to happiness, pleasurable experiences. Have you created this? No. It is there since ages. So you need to have that attitude of gratitude towards the creation, towards the Lord, towards the universe, which has given you this opportunity to experience life. There is a big phase of life. Just like when you feel like having some kind of sweet, go and have it. You enjoy, wow. Right? Similar with this. You need to discuss what is the right way to approach, how one should not hurt, even though there is a desire, how it can be properly communicated, and with proper consent, one can get into conjugal relationships. When this is lacking, all kinds of problems starts. It starts to hide. Oh, something secret. It should not be spoken. It should not be discussed. Then who has to give the education for the younger generation? Somewhere people have to open up. It should not be considered as a taboo. Even if you look at the worship, the female body is worshipped as goddess. There are various processes. First, you start worshipping, it is a divine form. You may worship is naked or clothed. Each parts of the human body, female body, is worshipped because there is a potential energy in this. Even the vagina, yoni, is worshipped. Lingam is worshipped. Once you worship, you have a divine attitude towards it. Your psychology changes, mindset changes. Worship. Once you worship, you have more joy, tremendous amount of joy and happiness. Then you become intimate. You recognize the divine power. The joy, happiness will reach a higher level. You feel that ecstasy of union. Then you get into sexual act. What a wonderful feeling that you have. Nothing should be forced. Don't detach yourself. Oh, I have a strong desire, but it is bad. I need to withdraw. Creates a lot of problems. Suppression. Suppression leads to depression. Go through it. What it is said, when the fruit is ripe, it naturally gets released from the tree, from the attachment. Cannot force. Right? If force, it's unripe. It's not useful. It is ripe. It is a food, a tasty food for others. It serves. Has to understand all these concepts to have a better society. More we'll discuss. Thank you so much for watching.